from this world.
Alright guys, today we were gonna go over the new green stuff that came out. I was gonna go over the rare stuff, all the commons and uncommons, but this revival pack video dropped. And I kind of want to go over this and the product, because I completely forgot about this, honestly, not gonna lie. So I could see some stuff down here. We'll just jump right into the video and just give our actual reaction to this.
What's going on, my beautiful people? As you can see by the title of the video, this is the Vicious Rejuvenation. Let's first start off with the reprints. Alright, starting off with the reprints. We have the SS3 Tag Team Sun Gohan.
So these are being reprinted, and this is actually really big for the game. Bandai is doing a great job with reprinting a lot of these Draftbox. I know they say Draftbox 1 and 2, but Draftbox 4 and 5 cards that were extremely expensive. Now Bergamo is really not that expensive right now. I think he's, I just bought a few. I think he's down to like 14 or 15 bucks. So that's not bad for a card. This card juggled between probably $10 and $20 for a while, and then when Vegex came out, when originally Vegex came out, he jumped up to close to $100. I think he's back down to like 30 something dollars. But still, the fact that these cards are still hard to get because these are no longer being printed, reprinting them is always a good thing for the community, just because it allows people to get into the game without having to spend as much money. You still have to spend a good amount of money for any card game, but now that they're really going into reprinting a lot of these older cards, it makes people have more access to them, and that's really good.
But kind of hop into these reboot cards, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright guys.
Alright, so we have the Bergamo leader that's being reprinted. This is good. It's always good to see reprints like this, because this leader was really bad. So hopefully he's somewhat decent now. So we have a permanent treat all Universe 9 cards as if they have no specific cost. That's awesome, because now the problem was that we had all these blue Universe 9 cards that came out. And then in Draftbox 6, or Draftbox 5, I'm sorry, all these yellow Universe 9 cards came out, and they weren't really playable together. But now, if they're all going to be played in all areas as if they have no specific cost, that's good. That means from deck, that means from drop, warp, energy, hand, they're just all no specific cost. When this card attacks, draw one. At the end of your turn, you may choose up to one Universe 9 with energy cost 2 or less in your hand and play it. If you do, add one card from your life to your hand. That's really good. So at the end of your turn, you basically have a Mako Star, the Garlic Field spell, that says at the end of your turn you can play a 2 or less Demon Clan. It's kind of the same idea. And it says with the skills, it doesn't say with the skills negated. So you can play a 2-drop, and like you can play the 1-drop Basil, not that you would, but you can play the Chapel, the Iron Drake. There's some decent 2-drops you can play, and you can add up to one card from your life to your hand, which is good. So you have some self-awakening built in there as well. When your life's at 4 or less, you may switch 2 of your energy to active mode and restand and flip. And then on the awakened side, that's a really cool looking art. If you have at least one Lavender and one Basil in play, your opponent's leader card can't attack this card or unisons. That's really strong. So basically, it has the Trio to Danger effect built into it, which means you don't need to run that stupid field spell anymore, because it was kind of a waste. But now it says if you have one Lavender and one Basil, this card gains the effect. So that's really good. So you don't need to have a Bergamo on board, obviously, since he counts as Bergamo. When this card attacks, draw one at the end of your turn, you still get to play a card. Okay, so this is really good. This leader, we probably are going to make a deck profile with this leader now. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go through and look at the Universe 9 stuff and see what we can come up with. But no, this is really good. I like this leader a lot. This is fantastic.
And because you can kind of play like a blue.
So I think he kind of shows a lot of the cards you can play here. You have the blue oregano, which I think plays plays a card out, and then you draw 2. Is this the combo? Again, I can't read that card. The row, this is a good card. Whenever you attack with this, you get to tap one of your opponent's cards. Obviously, Basil being the most expensive one, which this card's actually getting reprinted as well. So this card's going to drop in price as well. This one is when you play it, you get to search to top. I think it's 4 or 5 for Universe 9. Add it to your hand, so it's a 1-drop search. And then Chapel being one of the good ones. Whenever your opponent attacks, once per turn, you can choose one of your opponent's energy and switch it to rest mode, which then will trigger your Bergamo your Bergamo SR that can tap cards and gets really crazy. All right, so now we have Announcer. So now we're getting a World Tournament print, which is really cool. Which is really cool. So you cannot include non-World Tournament battle cards or multicolor cards in your deck. So you can't put multicolor cards in this deck. Only World Tournament battle cards. Treat World Tournament cards in all areas as if they have no specific cost, and ignore any leader color requirements on World Tournament card skills. Any leader... Oh! Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. When this card attacks, draw 1. At 4 or less, you switch 2 energy to active mode. Okay. And I think he's just showing all the World Tournament stuff that you can play in here, which makes it pretty cool. And on the Awakened side, Announcer the Pro Commentator returns. Alright, so we have the same effect there. When the card draws, when the card attacks, draw 1. Activate main once per turn. 1 energy. Choose 1 World Tournament card in your battle area. Choose 1 World Tournament card in your battle area. Choose 1 battle card from your hand with a card name in the chosen card skill text and play it. Oh, okay. So what that means is like basically these combo cards, which is kind of what World Tournament was based off of, which was playing 1 card and then playing the card that would finish the art here, and then they would have an effect. And outside of these, there's the Goku Vegeta SRs. There's the Oob in Goku. There's the Trunks and the guy who looks like Mr. Slave from South Park. I don't remember his name. And I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more. Oh, there's the Tien and Chaozu one, or the Krillin and Chaozu one. But you can basically play out all those cards. If you play one of these, you can then play the other one from your hand for 1 energy. And that's kind of the whole idea, is you play out these cards for cheap, and you play the second one out, and then they get effects. So that's really cool. I don't think this deck would be competitive, but that's really cool. I like that. All right, so then we have the Black Broly. So this was a promo for the movie, I believe. And so this is the card that you get, which is a really big card. I hope it's not this big. I don't understand how you're gonna play this out. I did they say anything about it? No. I don't get this at all. Yeah, no idea. No idea. Field spell, Demonic Restraint. Field. This card is also treated as Broly's Ring in all areas. Cards in your hand can be discarded from your green Broly leader skills when your leader's a mono green Broly. I thought this was that's a different card. This is not the promo, because the promo is a black Broly leader. This is just the normal green Broly leader. This card is discarded or placed in drop area from your battle area by one of your opponent's leader skills. Activate the card from the drop area, then add 1 card from your life to your hand. Activate main for 3 green once per turn if your leader's a green Broly. Choose up to one mono green Broly, then it costs 6 less in your hand and play it. Interesting. So this is the old Broly card that people used to play. This, and there's a Kale card as well, but this card you can basically play this out, and now you can play this out from it. It's interesting. I don't know if it's gonna bring this deck into light, because the other green Broly is pretty nuts right now. But it's cool. It's always interesting to bring back older archetypes, and I think that's this is the last one here. We have the King Vegeta card. So we have a new King Vegeta spell, which is Return of the King. This art's really cool. Wow. 2 drop, 1 red, 1 green. This card is also treated as King Vegeta's Dynasty. In all areas, if your opponent has 2 or more energy, Your red Vegeta card can activate its Awaken skill. Okay, so this is just another way to use your Awaken skill. If your leader is a red King Vegeta, when this card is placed in your battle area, choose up to one red or green Saiyan card with energy cost of 2 or less in your hand. Play with the skill to get it for the turn, then draw 2. Okay. Once per turn, activate battle. If your leader is a red King Vegeta, use a red-green multicolor card from your dropper in a combo with its skills to get it for the turn. Okay, so that means, yeah, I think what he's going to talk about here is the arrival effect on this is much easier now. Basically, you have the Beerus leader, the red Beerus leader from set 9. You have his effect, which is being able to combo with a red-yellow multicolor card from the drop area. This one allows you to combo with a red-green from the multi-area once per turn. Activate battle. This is cool. This is cool. The King Vegeta archetype, I think, just needs more support. Red-green, I don't think a lot of people really like going into it because you can only play Saiyan cards in the deck, and there's a lot of things like that you can't play really. So it's, I don't know, like you can't play the Demigrau Unison and then play the Vegeta counterplay. You can't play red Unisons and play the Yamcha counterplay because it's an Earthling. So this deck is, I think maybe in the future could be good. Them making reworks of these decks makes me think that we're going to be getting some of these type of cards in the future here, just for support wise. But honestly, this is probably the best one. The blue-yellow archetype is a extremely control-heavy archetype, so having a leader now that can tap into both of its blue and yellow archetypes and then add blue-yellow good stuff could make this leader decent. I don't know how good, at least right now with the meta. This deck takes too much setup, and you're dealing with Red Broly and Vigex. It's probably not going to be very good. But in other formats, possibly. World Tournament, we need new World Tournament cards, because the one problem with World Tournament is that nothing has barrier and nothing has deflect that I can think of. So everything just gets, oh no, well, Tian has barrier, but a lot of these cards just get demolished in the current format. So I don't really see this deck being really fun. I mean, really good. It could be really fun, but just not super good. This green Broly, I don't really see them playing Broly's Ring. We may see something come back with this, and maybe in some locals, but I don't see this deck really taking on any sort of, top tier, placings. And King Vegeta just needs more support. Still not super good. Yeah, not super good yet. So this is awesome that Bandai. I'll sub this guy. It's good that Bandai. They're helping the community out by letting some smaller, content creators reveal cards. Bandai, hint hint. But the most important thing about this video, honestly, is the Bergamo and Son Gohan. The fact that these just got announced today means that we will probably see a drop in prices for these cards again, which is fantastic for the game. And then once we have reprints of these, the cards will drop even more. These are going to be coming out in the Rejuvenation Pack. So how these work, we're going to go back here and we're going to see how this works here. So we'll bring you reveal the 6 Revival Box Toppers cards. So each box purchase includes 1 Revival Pack. Each Revival Pack contains a Reboot leader, an extra card, and a reprint. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, so those cards aren't that big. That just must be the art. There's no way. So this is cool. So each box, you're going to be getting 1 of each of these, which is super good. That's a really good value. So this box actually is... This is a really good box to get, yeah. Not including just the cards in this box. This set's going to be really fun. But now you get a Reboot leader, a reprint, and an extra card reprint. Right? Oh, no, never mind. It's just one. Okay. I was going to say, if you got 1 of each, this is one of the best product ever. But no, you get 1. Contains the Reboot leader, extra card, or reprint. Okay, so you get 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6. So you have a 1/6 chance of getting one of the Draftbox reboot stuff, which I mean is it's high. But that's cool. I thought it came with each. If it came with one of each, that would be a little bit better. But awesome. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. I think this is going to be really good for the game. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of these new of this product here. If you guys like the reboot leaders, obviously you guys are gonna like the reprints, of course. But yeah, let me know if you guys think any of these cards, even the extra cards, are gonna make those archetypes spike any in playability. Yeah, we'll discuss it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.